Was at 61.59. So let's see how many people come on. Hopefully Joe Lloyd comes on and catches me out. See mom and dad. It's already gonna be like 111 degrees humidity today with the humidity. Let's see how many live come on. It's 32 seconds. It gives a couple minutes. I don't announce nothing. I just come on. Walked the puppies this morning. Let's see who's all awake. My stand broke, so I'm on 2 legs instead of 3, so I'm leaning up against the car. Sorry if I have to adjust. Let's see, hopefully it don't fall over. This live is sponsored by Pepsi. Pepsi and Marlboro Ice. Hey, how you doing? Who's there? Good morning, Mary. How are you doing this morning? Peso's at 61.59 this morning, and the humidity, it's been like 90 degrees, but with the humidity, it's been feeling like 111 degrees here. And so it's already hot out here at 7:35 in the morning. Been dealing with the banks this morning, American banks. It's amazing. You go to call one at 6 o'clock in the morning and customer service is closed. Call my USAA bank. They're open till 10 o'clock at 10 p.m. Central Time. All I did was an e-transfer from one bank, American bank, to the other American bank. Told me in the beginning 2 to 3 days. Now they're saying 3 to 6, maybe 10 days. Unbelievable. But yet I can wire transfer money from an American bank to here and receive in less than 24 hours. Unbelievable. America, you're going downhill. What else is going on? Been busy, as always. Now rearranging the bedrooms here at the house. One daughter going upstairs. What else? Had puppies, as you seen. Wake up, baby comes up. I wake up that morning. Look what's out there. All 4 puppies were out on our yard here. Unbelievable. They climbed through this gate. Nobody wants them. They just let these animals run loose. They got sores on them. Their hair coming out. They're really kind of shy. But everybody puts food out. I mean, I even do it. I break up the chicken bones for the bigger dogs and the rice. Whatever's left over goes out. Everybody in the neighborhood feeds them. Been talking to Joe Lloyd in America. He's been posting videos. Yes, like and subscribe. I know. It's been a while. Gio kind of on, off, on, off, on, off. Let's see. Y'all know I got my Philippine license. Banking issues right now with the American bank. I have no problem from USAA to here. Telling you, if you have a military member or someone who served in the military, use USAA. They deal with the military active duty around the world and everybody. All you need is a DD-214, their name, their social security, and the branch of service. And you can have an account even though you didn't serve in being here. So, I'm losing people. That people popping in and on. What else? Looking for Joyce. If Joyce shows up, she's supposed to be coming over here. I got a request. I asked Joe to bring me back tomato seeds, bell pepper seeds, because the bell peppers are really small here. If you plan on moving here, in your suitcase that goes underneath the plane, pack you some tomato seeds, eggplant. The eggplants are only small. They're not like our eggplants. And tomatoes, cucumbers, bell peppers, and something else. There's another one on there. Oh, I'm gonna have pumpkin seeds shipped over. But yeah, it's really, you're gonna miss the tomatoes. I mean, the tomatoes here are about that big. They're not like ours. And I see Never Give Up in the Philippines. Him and wife Honeybee were shopping there. $7.79 a pound for tomatoes in America. Unbelievable. A gallon of milk's $5.49. He was showing prices in the meat in this little grocery store they were at. Um, I mean, granted, milk here we pay for a liter of it. We pay 90 pesos up in Valencia. Yes, our seeds will grow. I'm growing a tomato plant here, and the thing just keeps growing and growing. Um, they grow the big yellow onions here. The potatoes ain't as big as ours. The potatoes, you have to dig through them and look. And when I go to the market, you can find some big potatoes like that. Other than that, they're all small. But Gustavo, hey, how you doing? Yeah, but tomato seeds, cucumber seed, green bell peppers. Their bell peppers are only like this. They're small. They're not like our big round ones that you can make stuffed pepper. And I'm craving a stuffed pepper. You know, I can get the ground beef. Thomas has that. I can buy ground beef from him and all that. Like I said, G&R for the Jimmy Dean sausage and biscuits and all that. But I don't. Yeah, they got the little small bell peppers. But when you build your garden, you got these here. Let me see if I can show you with this. On Timu, you order these black sunbeams. I got to fix this one, and that's the shade. You can put this up over, and it gets the shade, but the humidity ain't gonna hurt. These are her eggplants that she got from a friend. There's the tomato. The tomato plant's right here growing. Here's these are cucumbers, I believe, and they're flowering. What else did she got? She got green beans here, but they're not like the American green beans. She's got all kinds of the cucumbers gonna run out that way. Pumpkin squash, that pumpkin. I want regular orange pumpkins like we do for Halloween. But she's got plants all through here, and you catch the water from the air con, the air conditioner up there. Catch it, and then she uses it for water, plus the water hose. But yeah, like I said, let me see if I can stand this up. Yeah, my stand broke. I gotta go buy a new stand today. But yeah, like I said, if anybody's coming into Dumaguete, let me know. I'll give you the money when you get there. Yeah, the afternoon sun. In the morning, we get the morning sun and everything. I gotta fix that black thing today. I gotta tie it up down there. I get the ladder and I'll tie it up on the gutter here. But she gets out in the morning and she waters them. She gets everything wet. And then she'll wait and she soaks them good and then goes through the heat of the day and all of that. But if you're coming, please, I will give you money when you get here. Couple, 4 or 5 packs of tomato seeds, cucumber seeds, eggplants, the eggplants that we grow back there, the zucchini squash, the bell peppers, the big bell peppers. You know, it gives you something to do while you're here. You know, when it's too hot of a day or something, I can put a fan on out here. You know, I gotta get a little table out here and I can make some potted things and I got the shade. I'll make room up and in here. But that weather underground app that you can put on your phone that follows you around the world for temperature and stuff. I use that, and it said like yesterday, 90 degrees for the high. Humidity was 111 degrees. It felt like when you walked out, sucked the breath away. So it's just like Florida, you know. But we try to get everything done in the mornings and all that. My air con, I haven't shut it off in the living room. It's been on. No, I'm gonna have a high bill. The brownouts, we've been getting a lot of brownouts here. They posted something that they're gonna have rolling brownouts through the Philippines due to everything. Hey, Valentino. But yeah, we've been having rolling brownouts. The other day, We went through five, six of them one day. Power go off. 30 minutes later, power come on. Uh, Another hour, power go off. 30 minutes come on. It's just you gonna have to get used to it. That's why they say live up in the mountains where it's cooler. Find a cooler spot. Dumaguity's great, but you gotta remember you're down at the seaside, and there's no breeze, and I don't understand that. Here I am living in the in the Pacific Ocean with all these islands, and yeah, there's enough room between all these islands. They're not blocking all the breeze. Why isn't there a trade wind breeze? But we are on our, I guess we're on summer months here now. So we only get 2 months of summer, and then we start into our rainy season. So it's March, April, this is May. Next month starts our rainy season here. June, July, August, September, October, November. 6 months of rain. I'll be more than glad for the rain. Everybody gonna complain. If you're building a house, they're rushing right now to get things done and get it sealed off. But no, still on a land search. She found more land. We got the land from Rose in the Philippines. I watched her. Went up and talked to Rose and Tim. 1,000 square meters at 900 per square meter. We're gonna go look at another lot up in Darwin, 600 square meters at 900, and it's further up the mountain. Granted, lose 400. The rain actually is going to cool down because it's taking the humidity out. Um, Sometimes it's humid. It's a humid, but it's not uncomfortable. But the rain knocks that humidity down. I mean, right now I feel I'm just sticky and I'm just sitting here. I mean, I got sweat pouring off me, and I've been here going on 2 years. This June 4th, 7th, I've been here 2 years. But I lived in Florida, so my blood's thinned out. Now my blood thins out even more. Feel sorry for Joe. He's over there. He said he went from here to there. It was 40 degrees when he gets up in the morning, 45 degrees. So, yeah. But Filipino Joe's posted a few videos and all that while he's been back there. They're busy. He'll be back here June 5th, so figure after all the flights and all that, I'll probably go see him on the 8th through the 10th. Jet lag time. Yeah, I'm wiping because I'm sweating. But other than that, it's not bad. It really ain't bad. I love it here. You know, I mean, I got the car with the aircon to get out there and all that. The aircon's on in the house. It's cool in the house. I mean, I can run this one that has to be recharged. They want 6,800. I don't know what the landlord's doing about that. If she don't, I'll do it. And then the other one in the bedroom is a newer style one, bigger. And I turn them both on, and I can keep the house down to 68, 70 degrees. But yes, my electric bill is going to go through the roof. I don't care. It's just me. You're in America. You're used to paying high electric bills back home. I remember my house in Florida before I had solar. 260, 280, 320. That was my big 4-bedroom house with central air. Once I put solar, my electric bill dropped down to $60 a month. I will do solar here. I talked to Tim, whose wife is at Rose in the Philippines. Minimal solar. If you're going to run solar here, 500,000. He said nothing less. He said it's not going to be worth your time. And he showed me his solar water heater. His whole house, this new one he built, is all solar. It's that big A-frame. I mean, it's huge, and it's all lifted up of wood and all that, bambooed, and he's got double walls, so if it leaks, the water goes down the PVC. He bought PVC siding for it, like inside the house you can buy, and that's inside there. So it's really nice. It's big. It's spacious, and then you go up the steps and everything. But if you can watch some of the videos that they've done about that new house. And right across from his house is that land. I believe there's 10,000, 4,000 square meters they're looking to sell. But land is getting expensive here. Do not let these people tell you it's not. You're going to have to root and dig. You may have to go all the way down into a province, way up in the hills. Then you got to make sure you're in a safe area where you're not with the NPA, the New People's Army. They're nice people. You don't bother them. They don't bother you. But they get a hair up their butt. They can kidnap you, take you. But anyway, that's all that. Um, Other than that, there are NPA territories. You'll drive through one from Dumaguete to Bacolod. So I mean, what do you do? Thomas and John and Bell are leaving today, going down to Bacolod, and they'll be back Tuesday. He's going to pick up his ACR card. He didn't do it here at Dumaguete. They told him he had to hire a visa company, and he's been here 27 years. And they wanted him to pay $15,000. He went to Bacolod. He paid $4,000 for his ACR to call him and say, hey, you can come pick it up. Like I said, I'm still sticking with Heidi. Jeff down there, he's awesome. He does great. I do my extension and all that, whatever I got to do. I do all my paperwork stays there. My passport's down at Heidi's. I don't need it. If I need it, I'll fly down to Cebu and go get it, or they'll send it up to me LBC. They keep track of me. Everything like that. They're really good. It's well worth it. JRC is another good company. So it's your choice who you want to choose. Let's see. Give me your email, and I'll bring you the seeds you want. Hey, Captain Ron. It's all in small case. GCIP0107@gmail.com. You can type it on here. I can't type. If I knew how to type, I'd type it on here, but I don't. Gio's not smart enough. I'm old. But all in small case, GCIP, like in Cipriani, CIP, small case, GCIP 0107@gmail. And believe me, over there in America, you got them big cardboard envelopes that you get at the post office, $20. I got PayPal, I can send you the $20. Whatever. You can send them, you can put the seeds in there, and I get that mail within 7 to 10 days. I just finally got my 2 Citibank cards. 3.5 months. From America to here, 3.5 months. I do have a P.O. box. It do work. If you're one who wants your bank statements, do them electronically. I mean, I get one, I gotta transfer it over. I've just been too lazy to do it. I'm in no hurry again. Some things I am. But tomato seeds, as many packets as those, I want big tomatoes. You know what I miss? I miss them damn tomato sandwiches. Piece of bread, the mayonnaise, the nice slice of tomato, the thing of onion on it, salt, pepper. Man, you got a tomato, we used to call them tomato sandwiches. Squash, zucchini. I'm in Italian. I need my zucchini. Cucumbers, green bell peppers. And believe me, they are just, the bell peppers here are small. But if I can get some bigger ones growing and get them going here, and believe me, there's enough cow manure around here. So you can get plenty of cow manure and all that to mix in with your soil. So everything will grow here. Everything they use is this coconut potting soil. It's really weird. And the rice hull. And I've never seen that, so I'm getting used. But there's a guy up in Valencia that has dirt from out of the mountain for a big rice bag. A 100-pound sack. 80 pesos. $1.20 for 100 pounds, and that's what she's got a lot of them in, and she wants to go up and get some more. They will deliver it too. I'm not worried about delivery. I got the car. Give me something to do. Get out of here for a while. What else? What else do you all need? I mean, it's been busy. It's been hot. Staying out of the heat. Mama's already been out there, already walked the 2 puppies, God forbid. Dad wake up, Dad don't even have a chance to go use the bathroom. And then puppies are dancing, Dad's up, time to go for a walk. Crispy King chicken for them puppies every day, or they get chicken liver, or they get pork limpo. Oh my God, these dogs don't eat no dog food. They don't even eat rice. They eat meat. That's it. But yeah, all in small case. GCIP0107 at Gmail. That's it. But yeah. But if you're coming to Dumaguete, I would appreciate that. I missed a lot of the. It's time. I've been here long enough. I ran around. Now maybe I'll do some video on garden. Once we buy the land and we clear the land, I'm gonna probably set up a little garden up there. Something to do, because it's gonna buy the land, and I'm gonna wait till you get all the paperwork, and then do the house. That way I can save up again and do all that. We've been looking on YouTube at the houses they show. She found there's 2 in there, but she doesn't like that breakfast bar. It's a waste of space, and which it really is because you figured the houses. But we're looking at 3-bedroom homes, but they're beautiful, and the ones with the 2 roofs that go like this, if you put a flat roof, you put concrete, you get an earthquake. Where's that concrete come? Bam, down on you. Welcome, goodbye to the Philippines. But no, their roofs, they do have shingles, but the thing is they don't have the vent caps like we do in America, where you let the heat out, or you turn on an attic fan and suck out the heat. So I'm looking into things like that and all that. Tim said he does have a architect who will do it. What else? But yeah, pumpkin seeds is the other one. I want them to see them big pumpkins. I think things will grow as long as I got a shaded area where they get part sun, part shade. It's gonna be a thing to try. But the soil up in the mountains is really rich. A lot of rocks, a lot of rocks, but nice. But yeah, so I figured I'd get on here this morning, and anybody who's coming, tomato seeds. Tomatoes is a big thing, I'm Italian. Cucumbers, green bell peppers, zucchini, eggplant, pumpkin. And their sweet corn is completely different. It's not like ours. Ours is sweet. Here, their corn really has, I don't know, like a really dry corn taste. It's not juicy like ours. But corn up in the mountains, they grow all that up in the mountains, big, huge fields of corn. And they got that, and they put it on a stick, and they cook it, and they roll it in that cheesy butter or whatever they do with it there. And it's not bad, but it's not the same, And I know if I could grow corn, I would. Hopefully one day, whenever I get back to America, I got a list that I'm making if I ever go back, which I probably have to in a couple of years. I will make a list to make an UMAC box, and I'm going to fill it full of seeds. I'm going to gather up seeds, radishes, all that kind of stuff. And then I'll have like an American garden. No, I don't have no generator since I'm renting. Went to Inco. Inco is, if you're going to buy things, go to Inco. Go to Inco. Inco's right here in Dumaguete. They're almost like a DeWalt, but they're a good brand. This is my little screw gun. Let me open it up. And this was 50% off from $42.50. 50% off to them is like $38.20. I don't understand their 50%. But I got a screw gun, 2 batteries with screws, the battery pack, the charging cable, and the charger. And they even gave me drill bits. It's a hammer drill, screw gun, and all that. And it even gives me some of the tips. So I'm already starting to buy tools, so you already know I'm not leaving. Don't buy the Milwaukee. They're China made. Buy your Inco. Have a generator there, a big generator. Uh, it's not an inverter one, but their big one's 250,000 pesos. The inverter generator that you can hook up to run your house is it's not as big as that one. The big one's like the old big welding machines, the Hobart welding machines. But the other one's the smaller one is still like 80,000 pesos. But as far as a brownout, I don't worry about it. If it gets too bad, where it's going to be out like we know for 12 hours, we take off and we go. We plan a trip. We get out of here. We'll go somewhere. We load up the puppies. We got the car and we go somewhere. We'll go drive down, go do some shopping. We'll go down and go visit friends somewhere else. Because like on a Saturday, down where I used to live, down 3 hours from here, their power goes off on a Saturday and then halfway up. And then from like Manjoyo or Baez City to this way to Zamboguita, they go off on Sunday. So one day this one's off, one day that one. National Highway. They're digging all that road. There's nothing wrong. These people are like a little mole. I love them. There's nothing wrong with the concrete, but they'll go in there and they'll start busting it up. They have to spend the money. Instead of putting the funds away or work on roads that are like the barangay roads, the roads that go up into the mountains where they go concrete and then drop off to dirt and then back to concrete. They never go all concrete. They're constantly digging up. So you have to be careful. Let's see, what else? Vicky went down and she took her little driver's exam, the paper test, and I was sitting in the guys' classes. Rules of the road. Same as America, same signs, you know. Your left turn, your right turn, your stop, you know, and they teach them the motorcycle. So I got involved with the class, and the instructor, he let me talk, and Vicky's telling me shit. And I said, guys, I'm telling you, the biggest important things on your motorcycles and your car, use your headlights and your brake lights. And when you have a flat tire, pull far enough off the road you can, put your four-way flashers on. But let people know if you're broke down. Put your hood up on your car if you have an engine trouble. Guy says yes. And they asked, and it's mandatory, you have to carry the triangles. The yellow one goes in your front of your car, 4 meters. The red one goes to the rear, 4 meters. And understand, I said, think of it as your motorcycle or car. Your car has yellow lights in front, red lights in the back. You can never go wrong when you set your triangle. So I got to buy a set of triangles because you can actually get in trouble when they pull you over if you don't have that in your vehicle. So I learned. I enjoy doing that. I enjoy getting into their classes and they'll speak English and all that and they'll translate to their language. But it's fun. You know, I'm getting involved. I'm not just sitting at home. We got to go there today because she's getting an SP, a student permit. Not a learner's permit. They call them student permits here. But anyway, generator, no generator yet. Once I build a home, after talking to Tim, I am going solar. Whether I'm going to be alive or not, it's going to be well worth it to Mickey and the kids or whoever's there. No more brownouts. I'm going to go completely solar. And then he bought a big spool of the heavy cord wire. I didn't know when you build, you got to pay for that wire from that pole down to your property. And he didn't buy the regular 10 milliliter. He bought the other one. I can't remember what it was. 15 something. He bought the big heavy duty one like we got in America. And he has half of a spool there. And he said, oh, you got to run your power from way up there to here. I said, well, I'll just buy the rest of your spool from you and get your money back. He said, it won't be enough. It won't be long enough. I said, oh, okay. So that's kind of scary. But anyway, it's like I said, it's a big thing here now is a big looking for land, trying to find it. The land prices are going through the roof. Vicky showed me something on Facebook. I can't remember, 1 hectare. Was it a hectare? I think something like that. It comes with a Carabao, Rhode Island red chickens, a house, and comes with other buildings on it and everything else. 10 million pesos. 10 million land and the house. I believe it was 1 hectare. It might be. It might be 5,000 square feet. I don't know. Land prices are going up, people. I'm telling you, if you were here 10 years ago, you would have made it. You could have made a killing. Now, nuh-uh. You know, you need to be careful. Um, Gas or diesel? That's a preference to you. I never asked that. I will find out about that. Um, Inco, like Thomas's planer. Here, let me show you. I'll do this with you. Because I had to pick up Thomas's planer. And that's where he buys everything. But that's his planer. Got a planer in here from Inco. There was something wrong with the switch. And there's a safety switch right here. But he takes that piece off because he can't plane. But they did all that work for free. He dropped it off here when the last time they were up here. About a week ago. And I just picked it up today. Or yesterday. So Inco is right next to by the bus station and the McDonald's over there by Robinson Mall. I would highly recommend Inco. They're really nice. The technician really good. It's free repairs. You get a warranty only 6 months long though. You're not gonna get, but they guys you walk in, they got the whacker packers, they got weed eaters, they got all your power tools, your battery power, your electric power. To me, I would think diesel would be just probably be the better choice because of gonna last longer. And the gas one, I don't know if you're gonna use a small one just to run like little things for a few hours, yeah. But to me, I would say diesel. I'll check with Inco what they prefer. But they do have the one there that is water cooled with the radiator in it, so that has to be gas powered. But Inco and Dumagetti, believe me, it's not that hard to find down here. And it's really nice. The guys are funny. I tell them, hey, the crazy German coming. They start laughing. And I come walking in and they said, now what do you got from the German? Nothing, I'm coming in for me. But yeah, like I said, I enjoy the Inco tools. I bought my little tool cabinet. Yeah, my tool cabinet ain't clean. But I'm starting. And then I don't want to buy a lot because I got to move. And you know if I have to move, what goes on? It's going to cost, got to find truck and relatives and all that and load all this. Box it all up. So. But yeah, if you're going to come, like I said, you can buy Stanley tools here. You can get the 4-foot levels. You can get the plumb bobs. You can get all that here. It's Rejoice has Stanley tools. I've seen him. He's got chop saws, but that's all like kind of China made. But he repairs everything there. But Inco has all that, and it's kind of like the wall. But I like them a lot better. Let me get in here out of this heat for a little bit. It's getting to me. I'm going to jump in the shower anyway. But yeah, nice and quiet. But like I said, I got the HD TV on, watching this flipper flop. Vicky enjoys seeing these things, what they do to the houses and all that. Got a computer table and chair yesterday for the laptop. So we're going to get ready to rearrange the house again. That table and this chair up here at Save More was $60. So it really is. And then I found, I'm going to hold this while we talk now. And then I found these at Save More. These Nescafe cappuccinos, 32 pesos. I bought a 4-pack of Starbucks for 368 peso. The one going to work. Gotta get to the mirror. That's like a going to work. She's off to go to work today on the call center. You Americans be nice to her if you call her company if you have an electric car. There she goes. She's leaving to go to work. All smile. Have a good day. But yeah, she works at Spiro. That's where if you have electric car, they're the call center that you're going to reach for these little cars for charging up your electronic card. She deals with Australians. She deals with the Americans. And she said, boy, Dad, they're rude, the Americans. I said, you mess with our money. But she's just a call center. And for $220 a month, that's all she makes there. That's what she gets paid monthly. And she leaves here now, and that work starts at 9, and I won't see her until 6, 7 o'clock tonight, maybe. 7 o'clock she gets home. So a good 10-hour day. You get their hour off for lunch. I think so. Did I look at the shows in the area in the Philippines? They might list land. I've been to the banks. Banks have that foreclosure. That's another thing. The Bank of Commerce, BPI, Philippine National Bank, they have foreclosures. So you can actually, and it's really weird, you just don't go in and think you're going to buy the land. They do a bid system. You have to bid. And if no one else bids on the land, that land is yours. And it's titled through the bank. So the bank has it and owns it. So it's got to be done right. TPL Rentals. I don't know what that is. Shows all areas. Yeah, I go on that Facebook and you can draw your circle as big as you want. I try to make it small because I like this area. It's nice. It's not bad. Typhoons, we get side swipe. Not a lot of rain, all that kind of stuff. Jump on an airplane, fly on over to Cebu. 20-minute flight, $85 to $125, I think now. It's getting expensive, but like I said, gas has went back up. But like I said, the peso when I looked at it before I came on live was 61.59. So I don't know now that they'll open up at 9 o'clock if it'll drop. But as of 11 o'clock last night, it was 61.59. But if you use Remitly, they're only going to give you 59, 58.76 or something. But like I said, I'm still waiting on my transfer from my savings account in America to my other American bank, and it's been going on 4 days for $1,000. And I did it. It was an e-transfer, and it's not there. And it just dumbfounds you how they can send a wire transfer from America to my Philippine bank, and I have it in less than 24 hours. Did it 8:30 at night, and then by 1 o'clock that afternoon, it was deposited. That next day at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, it was deposited into my account. So while I slept, the money was on its way. And right at lunchtime, after lunch, my money was sitting in the bank. So I'm trying to, I don't know. I think I want to get another bank, but I would have to go back to go do it. I just don't want to be with USAA. God forbid something go wrong, something happen. The two banks is a safety net. I am slowly releasing America. Believe me, I hang on to the American bank. I've been told by other expats, keep your American banks. Don't send everything to the Philippine bank. Keep your American, move your money, spend the wire fee charge. It's no big deal. He says if you figure how much you pay on Remitly, you send for $4.99 on the Remitly. World Remit is $3.99. So either one, you're going to pay $5 or $4. So by the time you do 5 or 6 charges, that's $30. Where you do a one-time wire fee and you're going to pay the $45 through USAA. I don't know what the other banks charge. I know Fifth and Third won't do an international transfer, and then they tell me it was $50, but they won't do it. Stupid. It was a $50 charge. The banks are getting crazy and greedy, in my opinion. Not much else going on. It's 8:15 already. Been on here 40 minutes. Looks like I lost everybody. Yeah, I do go on Facebook. I do go on Facebook and I look a lot. But like I said, okay, breakfast. I'm gonna finish eating my breakfast. I just figured to get on here, but yeah. Oh, okay, Mary, you're here. It didn't show nobody was on. But yeah, the biggest thing, also for this live, American seeds, tomatoes, green bell peppers, cucumbers, eggplant, squash, and pumpkin seeds. I just want to see their faces when you grow a pumpkin. You can't eat them, but you can make pumpkin pie. You know. Uh, I heard they can grow apples over here, but I don't know. Apple tree. I would think in tropical. I guess you have to get up in the mountain more. But yeah, just to say real quick, and good night to everybody over there. And my day is already 20 after 8 here. So I was hoping that Joyce would pop up. Yeah, you too. Have a good evening. Hopefully, I'll get to meet you one day when you get here. Joe and me don't mind meeting everybody. We'll say hello to everybody, stop in and see us, and all that kind of stuff. All right, everybody. See you later. Have a good day or night. Let me see. Stop. Bing. Yep, I want to stop streaming.